A North Carolina lawyer becomes a main talking point in the January 6 hearings.
This week, we learned former President Trump considered naming Sidney Powell as special counsel, a move that many say could have put the country in peril. After the 2020 presidential election, she took center stage, claiming election fraud and conspiracy theories.
President Trump won by a landslide. We are going to prove it, and we are going to reclaim the United States of America for the people who vote for freedom.
So who is Sidney Powell?
She's got deep North Carolina roots. She was born in Durham. She grew up in Wake County. She went to high school in Wake County. She went to UNC, and then she went to UNC School of Law. So, I mean, her formative years were not just North Carolina, but in the Triangle.
By all accounts, Powell had been a respected attorney while practicing in Western North Carolina.
A sort of movement towards the conspiratorial-minded Sidney Powell, I think, really took off with her book, License to Lie, where she purports to investigate the Justice Department and say all these things that are going wrong and uncover the deep state, as she would call it.
Rudolph Giuliani and Powell went on to lose election fraud lawsuit after election fraud lawsuit, including cases where judges sat on the bench who were nominated by President Trump. Both are being sued for $1.3 billion by Dominion Voting Systems for defamation. But it's Powell's role during a night in December that the January 6 committee is focused on.
On the evening of December 18th, 2020, Sidney Powell, General Michael Flynn, and others entered the White House for an unplanned meeting with the president, the meeting that would last multiple hours and become hot-blooded and contentious.
Others included Sidney Powell,
who had spent the post-election period making outlandish claims about Venezuelan and Chinese interference in the election.
Members of the Trump administration testified about a draft executive order that would appoint a special counsel with the power to seize voting machines and charge people with crimes. That special counsel being Sidney Powell.
Cipollone and Hirschman and whoever the other guy was showed nothing but contempt and disdain of the president.
I was vehemently opposed. I didn't think she should have been appointed to anything.
When asked where the evidence of fraud was,
A general disregard for the importance of actually backing up what you say with facts.
President Trump did not move forward with a special counsel. Giuliani went on to be disbarred. As for Powell, political scientist Chris Cooper speculates this.
She was very, very close to the highest reaches of power in our government and our society. And at this point, she is going to be relegated, if she's free, to the fringes of society.
And, you know, it's not just Sidney Powell we've heard about as far as North Carolinians are concerned. Mark Meadows, the former congressman from North Carolina's 11th congressional district, also very much a part of the conversation during the January 6 hearings. What will happen on that end, we'll just have to wait and see, of course.